Hello and welcome to Norland. This game came out on July 18th and it's been referred to commonly as a bit of a Crusader Kings, RimWorld sort of a crossover kind of a game. Either way, I've been having a lot of fun with it, and this is actually going to be my second campaign. My first one was kind of more of just learning the ropes and everything. So this time I wanted to do more of a combat-based game, and we've got Canute here. He is combat focused, and he's got, I found calm is pretty good just to prevent all of these nervous breakdowns that a lot of characters like to have. Emma, she's going to be more of my management focused character. She's also calm for the same reason, and then their son is going to be focused on management as well. This management perk, by the way, I think is probably one of the best ones. Some of them aren't so strong looking, but once you get the Chancellery opened up, I think that the lack of a need for paper is extremely huge. So I plan to make Harold another kind of a combat focused character, but I think this management skill is going to be I would say it's going to be critical for just in case our wife doesn't end up being so good, but that's of course way down the line. So we're just going to go ahead and jump in now. And I've seen a lot of people go for Sparksville. I went on Silverhaven on my last one, but it's a little bit isolated. So is Crystalite over here. It's a little isolated. I'm thinking that I'm going to go with Brightvale this time. And first village on iron, I think that's good. I might actually move this one to wood. Can be kind of a pain in the early game, so we're gonna actually just go for that. And we'll just anything here that's kind of we'll just randomize it. What are we doing? And that looks okay. Yeah, I like that. It's a nice sun on a clear blue sky. I like that. Okay, and we're gonna go ahead and start the scenario with prisoner, and no crisis yet. Peaceful mode I think is still okay, and we'll just jump right in. Alright, and here we are at the beginning of the story. Norland, the year 2898 since the creation of the world. 200 years have passed since the Great Crimson Empire perished in the flames of the religious war. Its former provinces have become the barbaric kingdoms, kept from mutual destruction only by the all-powerful Church of Mother Sophia. While the holy prophets speak of the impending end of the world in one of the small kingdoms, a dream of the birth of a new empire is taking shape. And that is us. So we've got Canute, and Emma is, where is she? She's over here. And that's going to be the first thing that we need to figure out is if we can save her. And we've got a decent bit of warriors here, so let's go ahead and start our army, and we'll give them all of their armors. I'm not sure if I should. I think I'll do one bowman. Yeah, that seems okay. And we're just gonna go straight in and hopefully not lose. It's saying our victory chances are really bad, so that's not ideal. But let's nevertheless give it a try. Could be because we're in normal mode. I did this in easy mode on this easy campaign last time, and it worked out a lot better, but nevertheless we will see how it goes. There they go. It's gonna take a little bit of time. In the meanwhile, I like to move things around just a little bit. We don't have... Probably move this right about there. And we'll put... Do we have the warehouse already? Yes, we do. We'll put that... Oh, I need to move that just a little bit more. House there, And we'll want to get rutabagas going right away. Oh, there's a nice bit of fertile ground in this. Is there one? Is this considered fertile ground? Let's pause. That seems to be fertile ground a little bit, maybe? I can't really... No, I don't think that's what that is. What is that? Those are just random plants, I guess. Oh, okay, here's the other fertile ground over by a nice little lake right there. It's actually really good. I'm not sure. Do I want to start at this one and move down to this one? Probably. So we'll do one there. And one there. That's probably okay for the moment. And we'll do one lumber mill there. And another lumber mill over here. It's usually good to have about 3 of these in the early game. Gives your workers a lot to do, as well as just... You need the wood, so we're gonna do that. Maybe like right about there. I think that's okay. Now we'll go ahead and check out this battle. I think we're gonna have a tough time with it. But hopefully we can win. Oh man, it does not look extremely good. Take the archers, stay in the back. We'll see. Here they go. Moment of truth. Oh, we did it. Oh, we did it. Nice. Okay, that is terrific. I was slightly a little bit nervous on that, but we survived. That's what's important. Now, Emma will be coming back with Canute, and we've also got the trader. That is just perfect. We'll go ahead and move this. Won't have enough room for the road. Probably about... I think I moved it one space too far. There. Go ahead and get some roads going. Same kind of thing here. Kind of want it all somewhat neatly packed together. Okay. How long until they get back? Oh, it shouldn't be long. Okay. We're gonna want... Actually, we do want Canute there. Couldn't think of it. Yeah, Canute can be there. Emma can be here. Now, the reason I do this is I like to have, later on in the game, warehouses are going to be important to have multiple of, at least I think. I mean, I don't know, I haven't seen too much information about this, but I feel like they need to have the warehouses somewhat close to where they're producing resources, so kind of nearer to lumber mills and stuff. In the early game, though, this is close enough to all of our lumber mills, and it's close enough to our farms as well, so it's okay, but that's why I have it in the center, and then later in the game I'll probably have one like out here and another one down here, so something kind of like that. And then of course you want the market to be pretty central. And another thing that we need to go ahead and create here is the altar. Same kind of thing here. I like to have it pretty central. And we'll just do pretty basic road going around that. That seems good enough. And then it's also important to get started. I didn't even think about it yet. We'll want to get started on researching right away. Which we actually can't yet. Why is that? Oh, that's right. We need the library. And that's a service. I'll just put it back here. And build a road to that. Something like that. And we'll also want, come to think of it, another dormitory. There's one homeless, that's not too bad. I don't want to build too many of these, so we'll just build the one for now. Try to save some of the money too, so don't build too many roads. That seems good. Go ahead and try to trade for some things. Definitely going to want holy rings. We're actually okay on wood. I feel like I started with way more wood in this game than in my last one. I don't know if that's true or not. Maybe I just didn't pay attention to my wood. But regardless of that, we'll buy some knowledge-based things. We won't have the training field for a while, so we don't need that yet. Ooh, we're not getting anything too great here for books. Peasants' houses, I've found they can be good for loyalists, but I don't think I'm going to do that yet. It's easier to just have the dormitories. Like I said, wood can become kind of scarce, and we're doing a combat-based focus, so I don't really want to focus too much on wood the entire game. Scaffolding is good to have. I don't know if we want any of these prisoners, really. Maybe this one. Just because they're young. But they're also kind of expensive. 75, it's okay. We can do that. And everything else is okay. And right away, especially since we have a decent amount of flour here, you do not want to have your villagers eating rutabaga for too long, because they will get, and what we can show right here, prolonged consumption can cause the deadly rutabaga typhus. I actually ran into this where, I don't know if my game got glitched or something, but even though I had all of this turned down to where they couldn't eat it, somehow they ended up getting rutabaga typhus anyways. And so I had a bunch of villagers dying, I had my lords dying, and that was not good, of course. So we're going to go ahead and also let them have however much beer that they can afford. Moonshine, that's okay. I'll also put the price up on meat, even though they probably won't eat it. Because I find that this is usually better to try to let your lords and stuff eat. And otherwise, I think everything can stay. The only reason I upped the warrior price is because, or the warrior expenses, daily wages, is because after, so let's see, after like 2.5 days worth of wages, they'll be able to afford a beer. And that'll keep their happiness kind of stabilized. And it's really important for me to have my warriors with stable moods, because we're going to be using them quite a bit here. And speaking of that, I'll look around really quick for any bandit camps of any kind, and there isn't. Wow, I didn't even realize just how surrounded here we are by potentially hostile forces. Luckily, we are on peaceful mode, so I don't actually want to sell that. We might want to get some kind of trade going. But since we're in peaceful mode, we actually will not have to worry about anybody attacking us until we've attacked first. So that'll be good. I'm almost thinking that I might want to make one peace agreement. Like, these guys seem perfectly fine with having a peace agreement with me, and that will take down the number of... But they're not even that strong. No, they're actually really weak. They might be our first target anyways. If I was going to make a peace treaty, it would probably be with Sparkfall. I'm not that worried about it right now. Like I said, nobody's going to be able to attack us, so... At the moment, I think this is okay. We want to, before we start fighting, we're going to want to get a little bit built up here, especially having a good source of wood going on. Do we have mines at all? Oh no, I don't think we have a single... Do we not have a single mine? Oh. Well, I guess that's not even that big of a problem, because we can just trade for it, but I did not actually know that. That's definitely not ideal. That library needs to be done first. We'll just let them work now. Everybody's... All these guys are just sleeping outside because they're prisoners, of course. We don't have a place for prisoners to sleep. I could make them... Actually, I think this guy for sure. These two can both be warriors. Now, one thing is sometimes they're kind of angry, so if you try to get rid of them as a warrior, they won't become peasants, and sometimes they will. So I don't know if I really want to risk that right now. The one really good reason to keep prisoners is because they'll, I believe they're a little bit better as workers. Forgot exactly how that works. I haven't paid too much attention, but well, it doesn't tell us, so either way, that's not too important yet. We'll just speed this along for a minute, so I'll be right back with you guys. Okay, and now we've got our library and our warehouse built, and we're going to go ahead and switch Canute off of this and put Emma here. We're going to also put Emma onto the warehouse. And we also got an alliance proposal over here. Now, this is important. If you accept this, right, if you join an alliance or if you create an alliance, it is an absolute pain to try to conquer anybody. I actually did not figure out in my last playthrough if it's even possible to just break an alliance completely, but we are not going to be doing that because we don't want to have a big alliance, even though you can become an emperor on that, I think, if you are the alliance leader and end up with 12, I think it's 12 different cities under that alliance. Oh, and Emma's pregnant. It's actually, should be pretty good. And we'll also go ahead and start educating Harold there. And now the most important thing early on is to get the rye field and the mill. That way we can make flour. And temple can be pretty good. The mine, I'm not 100% sure, maybe I'm just missing it, but I don't think we even have a place to mine at. Keeping prisoners might be pretty good, but I think the scaffolding for us is a little bit more important, so we'll do that. And then wait for a little bit more things here to get built up. We'll go ahead and have Emma also do this stuff up here for now, I guess. Hopefully a free lord will join us soon. I was actually hoping to get that on the first day, but it didn't seem to happen. But that's okay. We can actually survive. Go ahead and actually build another road as well. And build it over to here as well. Doesn't seem like they're gonna really use it though. That's okay. We'll actually do something a little bit different then. We can build this over to here. And then we can build something kind of like this maybe? I don't think I'm gonna keep this road though, to be completely honest. Just hoping that they'll use a road instead of just doing whatever. We'll just have to see. They're not really using it. I don't want to do the some people do diagonal roads, but I really, really do not like the look of them. We might have to do it though. They are just resistant to using these roads for some reason. Alright, a couple of them are kind of using it. And we'll have Canute deal with these lumber mills. And we're probably going to immediately start our upgrades as well. Go ahead and finish building that. That would be very useful to have. Because each dormitory actually gives us another 10 total peasant spaces for them to live. So, okay. Doing good there. We'll just go ahead and build more roads there. And another road down over to here, which they almost certainly are not going to use. Yeah, actually, I don't know why I'm doing that. We can just do... probably from here instead. That should be okay. Let's get upgraded. We'll do one more upgrade. Get them all to level 3. And we still have one unemployed person, so this is working out just perfectly. Ooh, and I think yes. We do have a lord that we can hire for just 6 rings. It's actually great. And that'll be good because I don't want Canute really managing anything. Maybe I'll have him manage the hall later once we get a chancellery. We can put Emma on the chancellery. But for now, I don't really want him managing anything. He's not really built for that. And I want to be able to get him out into the field as soon as possible. Oh, what is taking Canute so long here? Are you going to hire him? He's being a little indecisive. He just wants to drink instead. There we go. Okay. Yeah, hires Vedemir. Please, hire him. Did he even hire him? I don't think he did. We'll buy more rings. And actually, a good idea might be, I didn't even think about it, but having some daggers might actually be good just as it's a good last ditch for them to have a dagger. But for now, that actually having eternal loyalists can be really, really good. And I think that'll actually be even better for us since we're going to be combat-based. Having loyalists all over the place will make managing the city a lot easier. I'll go ahead and buy that. Do we have any good? We'll get you. And free you, most likely. Anyone else here that... This one might not be so bad. 36. 65 gold. Yeah, we'll take you as well. Alright. Now, we'll go ahead and free you. Okay, we're gonna actually just... Because I think if they're yellow, that means that they might still just leave the province if I try to free them. I definitely don't want that. Okay, we'll just... It was because they were our culture I was thinking about releasing them, but I guess it's fine. It'll be okay. So we got Vedemir over here now. And he's got a 10... Wow, he's got a great management skill. Maybe I'll put him... Maybe I'll put him on all of these. Because I'm going to be building more stuff that Emma can actually take care of. So I'll just put him on all this exterior stuff. I think that's okay. Do we have anything else that we should probably build our brewery. Where do I want it? Probably just here. Might even build a second one, but not at the moment. We'll also build a tavern. Just kind of hoping to put it there. That's not going to happen. Maybe over here? I don't know if... I think Herald and stuff, they just drink in the hall, if I remember right. So I think it can just be closer to the dormitory. Should be okay. And then... I think that's everything that we really need for the moment. I do want to start getting barracks. I'll need actually one barracks now. We'll probably put that up here. Well, actually, the reason I'm not going to keep this road is we're going to probably put more lord houses right behind it. So, maybe I'll just remove that road now, because only a few of them seemed like they were using it anyways. What we'll do is put one lord house here to kind of mark what's going on. Because then... So, the road can go right here. Or actually, we can just build it right here. Yeah. And then... we can have a road that goes through like that. And this road will go like that. Maybe they'll use that, I have no idea. And we learned scaffolding, that's always good to have. Scaffolding can go just about anywhere, really. Not super important. That'll be important because we'll be able to punish the lawbreakers. We'll go and put Canute on that. And we just want to go for execution right away. I was thinking imprisonment because then we can get more workers out of it. Good old prison labor, or I think we'll just go ahead and go with execution. Mostly just because I like seeing the heads roll, but to each their own. We'll put M on that. And that's right, I forgot to Canute back. And we also probably beer next with Svedimir. Alright, things are actually shaping up pretty well already. We'll want to get back out into the field soon. Who's he in an alliance with? Neutralization. Wait, what? Oh, okay, so... Oh, choose... Oh, okay. I don't know why I thought that was somebody demanding them to become neutral. Just a neutralization order. Okay, that's fine. We could... I don't think we're gonna really... I don't think we would even have a good chance of doing this anyways. Yeah. I'd rather take them out through active combat anyways. We've got a camp here. Is that the only one? Create a new squad. And Canute. Okay, we're gonna put you back. Put you back. Well, now it looks like we've got the new empire. Civilization disappears gradually, the process can last for centuries, and ordinary citizens don't notice anything until the very end. But a ruler knowledgeable in history must understand that only by uniting warring kingdoms can he prevent the onset of Dark Ages. Norland is now at a crossroads. The church has long been unable to cope with the variety of challenges its people face. Frequent wars, famine, and disease have become commonplace. Technologies and knowledge are not yet lost, but if nothing is done, they will soon disappear, and with them, civilization itself will vanish. There is always hope, but for that you must do one of these two things. Unite 12 Norland provinces under your control, either as a king or as a vassal state, or as the leader of a alliance of free cities. Or you must proclaim yourself the new emperor and challenge the church's inquisition. And I think I do want to try to go with the emperor ending, but we will see in time. We definitely want to become a king, at least. But I haven't made it that far in my last campaign, so we'll just have to see what we decide to do there. And Canute is making his way down to this bandit camp, and we can take it out shortly. We're going to want to start thinking about having a battle with somebody soon. I'm just not sure. I don't really want to terrorize Cadens just yet, so it'll probably be Sparkfall. Sparkfall seems like the obvious strong, because Moon Realm we could take out, but they're incredibly weak. Doesn't seem super important to do that now. Misthaven weirdly has one single 9 combat based character, which is kind of weird. One person in their army, but yeah, I think it's either, yeah, I don't really want to attack Cadens just yet, but anyways, we'll go ahead and fight this battle, get a little bit of extra spending money, protect our archers, stay in the back. This should be a pretty easy fight. It's actually cool watching them tie up the prisoners in the middle of the fight. I don't know what kind of person is in the middle of a fight and is worrying about tying somebody up. But either way, we get that fight done and over with. Oh, we got our headsman over here waiting for work. Let's see how Emma's doing. This is the one kind of interesting part about the game, is the kind of Sims-like aspect to it. For some reason, I don't even know why she's starving herself. She has plenty of food. Need for piety, that's right, we need the temple to deal with that. But that's one of my favorite aspects, really, is just having to kind of manage them in this way. Now, I will say that it's supposed to be a like a story generation game. I haven't found too much of that yet. I don't know if that's the thing that the developers are going to be working on next, like adding even more kind of like RimWorld story generation kind of aspects. Mainly what I've seen is that they just kind of, they have desires and they get pissed off if you don't tend to those desires and stuff like that. But not too much in the way of actually generating a full story. And the only other thing that I've seen is, like, your king, if he goes and spends time with other rulers, he'll get sad if he doesn't, like, see them again. That's about the extent that I've seen on the story generation. Otherwise, you kind of have to make your own way. It's a little bit sandboxy, but I don't have a problem with that at all. Just if the developers were looking for something to work on next, I mean, I think this is actually, for an early access game, it's a very complete kind of early access game. Like, there's a lot that I could play this for quite a while, and I intend to do exactly that. But we'll just look and see. Doesn't seem to be any other bandit camps. Oh, there is one right here. So we'll wait for the night. Waiting to be hired. Are you good? Not so much. I don't think we really need this girl. But it could be nice to have another squad commander, and also it'd be somebody to maybe keep Svetomir a little bit of company. Maybe? Yeah, maybe we'll do that. Total cost 14. That is a lot of rings. I don't know. I think I might actually skip this, because I think we could probably get something better. Yeah, we'll skip it for now. Maybe we'll if she comes back another time, maybe we'll feel like doing that, but we don't really need another squad yet. So I think what I've decided to do here is that we're going to try to vassalize Sparkfall here. And if we demand vassalization, then they'll have to agree to submit within 3 days, or we will attack them. And if we emerge victorious, then the faction will become our vassal by force anyways. Of course, if I decide not to attack the city after they refuse to submit, then I'll be branded a coward, but we don't intend for that to happen. So even if they don't accept, then we can just attack them. What we're going to do as well is, for Moonrealm, we're going to politely demand tribute. What this will do, they'll either give me 500 gold in exchange for a good relationship, and of course they'll hate me for that. But even if they refuse this, then we just attack them, and they're extremely weak, so I don't see any problems with that at all. So we're going to send a messenger to do that. And for Misthaven, we're going to do the same thing. They have one person that is good at combat, but I'm not particularly worried about that. So we're going to do the same thing there. So when we come back next time, we could potentially see some fights here. Maybe even on 3 fronts, which would be absolutely hilarious when you think about it. Because this is an extremely kind of aggressive action for just a new campaign and all, but I think it's in our best interests. So I'll see you next time, and thanks for watching.